Hi, I'm Marley Grace. I'm an artist, a dancer, a quilter, and the writer behind Monday, the Substack publication that comes out every Monday about creativity and attention. It's read by over 23,000 people a week. My class just dropped on Skillshare, and it's all about building out your own email newsletter. So we'll talk about the themes and the things you're devoted to, how it can support your business practice, and how it can fold into your whole creative ecosystem. Today, I'm sharing an exclusive sneak peek with you. Check it out. I'm going to show you how to build a template. We are going to start to plug in the formats, plug in what we've created and crafted into the actual backend. Don't get too clammed up about exactly what it will be and exactly what you'll say and write. This is just about building out a template that you can easily duplicate each week so that you're not stuck looking at a blank page. So I'm going to show you on Substack. We're going to go to the dashboard. We're going to click New Post, and we have our title, our subtitle, and then the body of the newsletter. At the top here, we have our toolbar, which is where we're going to grab all the different things that we can sort of put in, right? So here we see we've got hyperlinks, photos, audio, video, pull quotes. We can add footnotes, dividers, paywalls, polls, etc. So if it were my format, what I would do is I would first add a photo, and the photo I'm going to be able to just replace each time, right? And then I might write essay. And then let's say I always want there to be a poem. So I'm going to grab a poem and just stick that in there, this little classic Mary Oliver. And then I'm going to have links I love and promote my own work, sign off, contact info. Look at that. A little formatted newsletter template that I can use every single time, right? So this makes it so much easier. You don't have to write from a blank page, right? So if I want to come into this next week and make this, I could just click this. I could click these three little buttons up here, click delete image, and add in my image for the week. I would go here to work on my essay. Hello, it's me, an essay. I would go here and replace this with my poem for the week. I would add the links I love here. You can make cute titles for these different sections as well. And you can highlight that and go to style, and we can pick our heading, right? So maybe you want to do heading 3. Again, heading 2 is going to be even bigger. Heading 1 is our biggest heading. So you can change the different sections in that way. You can also format by adding dividers, right? So maybe between things I noticed and promoting my work, I would go to more and click divider. This is also an opportunity if you did make graphics or have assets either that you hire someone to make or that you make in Canva. You can be popping these in sort of throughout here. And then also we're going to have our very handy paywall button. As you're sort of figuring out what you want to be behind the paywall, for instance, maybe you want the things you noticed this week to be behind the paywall. So maybe we'll move that to the end, right? And then under that, we'll have things I noticed that week. But under where you promote the work, you can insert the paywall. And then here is the page that I'm going to use to publish it, right? So I can either send this post to everyone or paid subscribers only. This is actually a post for paid subscribers only, right? Because it has that paywall. But I'm going to have it send the free preview to free subscribers. So then they see everything right until the paywall of the email. And there's all these different buttons. For instance, usually at the end of my essay, I always have a share button. So I can hit share this post. There's another option to have it say share Monday. So you can have it say share and then the name of your newsletter. At the bottom, you might want to have it say subscribe with caption. And it comes with this little caption here, which you can then just delete and change. Right now, while I'm promoting the Artist Way book study, I might say, become a paid subscriber to access the Artist Way book study, right? So you can have little captions here to encourage people to sign up. Other buttons are leave a comment, write a referral, give a gift subscription, donate a subscription. So those are some of the different buttons. Again, you could say that you wanted to do a quote each week. So you could go here to have a block quote. It gives this nice little color that you can go into the back end of Substack also and pick your colors that you want your color theme to be for your newsletter and put a quote here. So this is the way to just start building out the formats, right? And then I am actually just going to go back to my own drafts to show you. So for instance, what I would do each week is if it was Monday of this week, I would go to my last Monday email. I would go to these 3 buttons right here, and I would hit duplicate to drafts. And then that's going to bring up that exact email where I can just replace my photo. I can just delete this essay and write a new essay that week. But if you're like, you know what? I want my photo to come after my essay. You can literally just drag this photo and it'll have this line and you can put it under your essay. So again, go in here, be playful, but we want to make a really concrete format so that it's as simple as possible for you to just jump in and be creative. Jump in, play around, whether you're using Substack or Flowdesk or any other email service provider, you're going to be able to play with building out a template that works for you, that you can easily duplicate, that you can plug into with all of your beautiful art and creative desires and dreams and all the things that you'll put into your newsletter, right? So get in there, play around, and in the next lesson, we're going to talk about building community and nurturing your readership. You've made it to the end. I'm so proud of you. I would love for you to join me in my full Skillshare class. You can check out the link below to join us there. I can't wait to discover the magic of newsletters with you over on Skillshare.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our latest videos.